Well done, guys. Today's tutor meeting, there is two things that we needed to cover. Well, one of them was to go over everything we did yesterday, for those of you who missed it. I think all of you were here yesterday, so we don't need to do that. The main reason for today's meeting was to learn how to register, and all of you who've logged on have done that. So well done, Poppy, Thomas, James, Sophia, Harry, Charlie and Louis. You've all managed to log on. So that was really the only thing we needed to do today. So what I thought we'd do, if anyone else joins us, that would be great. And for those of you who haven't joined us, but you're watching the recording of this in a bit, I need you all to just practice registering, please. So what you need to do is go on to our normal Teams 3JW page. You need to then just go into posts, and you will see there is an assignment thing there, which just says registration. You click on that, and then there was a couple more clicks you had to do. I can't exactly remember what those clicks were, but James Wallace nicely wrote down what they were. So it's just something or other, and then you've got to click hand in, and that just basically just then is effectively registering for the day. So that's what we're going to be doing after Easter. So today's was a trial run. You didn't have to officially register today, but it made sense just to practice it, because we're going to be doing that from the first day back after the holidays. Okay, so cameras off always. All right, that's the class remote learning etiquette. When we're going to be doing the Kahoot, which is just a bit of fun, I don't mind if at that point you go and put your microphones back on. That said, I just want to, I know I said yesterday that once I'd finished recording and I'd left the meeting, you guys were absolutely allowed to carry on chatting, and that's true, but do be aware that it's a school platform, okay? And I know Mr. James was still going around between all the tutor groups. You could see the meeting was still going, and I know he joined the chat for a bit and wasn't overly impressed with a bit of silliness going on, okay? So just you're welcome to use it just to keep in touch. I think it's important to keep in touch, but just bear in mind that any of the senior management team, Mrs. Phillips or Mr. James or myself, could just be popping in, because if we can just see there's a meeting running, we might just want to see what's going on in that meeting. So just do bear that in mind. So you're welcome to hang on. I can't stop you hanging on once the meeting is finished, because it's your choice when you leave the meeting. I can stop the recording, but I can't stop the meeting. But just be aware that at any point, any teacher could be dipping into that. So you've just got to be imagining that at any point a teacher could be coming in. Are they going to be okay with what you're saying and what you're doing? All right, so just bear that in mind. Right, okay, so I'm just going to go to split screen and go to Kahoot. So this is just a bit of fun. So I don't mind you putting your microphones back on if you want. All right, as long as the language is not silly. Okay, so hopefully you can all see Kahoot on the screen. So again, when you go and log in so what I suggest you do is then just use your phones to try and play the Kahoot. Okay, so I think certainly those of you who are in my maths set, we do a lot of Kahoot, so you're going to be very familiar with doing this. So I'll just go and see how many players join. If none of you join, we'll just pack it in. All right, but we're just going to do one sensible one. This one is one of my maths ones, but I don't mind. Then we could do separate Kahoots afterwards. I'm also quite keen just to see if this works okay, because it would be a nice thing to be part of lessons going forward. So right, so somebody's well, it'd be quite nice to know who's actually playing. All I know is they call someone. Who's someone? Are you allowed microphones on now, guys? Who's someone?
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, someone's gone. Right.
Mr. Willis?
Yeah.
Is it a half day today?
I'm not sure. I think the idea is that no, because what you've got to do is you've got to imagine that it was a normal school day, okay? And you've got to imagine that the swimming was cancelled. That wouldn't mean that you all went home then. It would mean that you would have normal lessons in the afternoon, okay? But,
Sir?
hang on just a sec. But the idea is that those lessons are going to be quite entertaining lessons, all right? You're not suddenly going to be given a Latin test or something, okay? So my understanding is...
I've been given a maths test.
Have you? Well, not... What, periods 5 and 6?
No, it's period 3.
Well, that's fine. Louis' point was that this afternoon would have been the swimming gala, I think.
No,
Could be-
All right.
Was that right?
But sir, today, we usually wouldn't have done any lessons. In the calendar, it's got us down for tutor periods. We've got tutor period, we've got year assembly, and we
Obviously,
got...
we can't have those, Thomas, can we? We can't have those. Yeah, but
No, I
that's
know.
That's still normal, isn't it? What's it got down for this afternoon?
We've got PSC, so I'm wondering if we're doing that.
Good point. I don't think so. No. Certainly, what Mr. James has said to us is that for now, the tutors are not running the PSE lessons, but it will after Easter will be something that's controlled centrally, and they'll be sending out some literature or what have you. But what I would say, I mean, if Mr. James is listening, perhaps he can confirm this. He's going to be sending out that questionnaire today that I mentioned yesterday. I think that really counts as today's PSE exercise. Okay, so if you choose, if Mr. James sends that out to you this morning, and you haven't got other lessons on this morning, then you are perfectly welcome just to get back to Mr. James and do that this morning. But really, I would say period 5 is the lesson when really it is the PSE lesson, and you've got to think of Mr. James's survey as being our well, it is. That is our PSE lesson today. Okay. So and then yes. So just remind me, if any of you have got your calendar there, was the swimming gala going to be today or yesterday?
No, it wouldn't have been today.
Wouldn't have been today. Okay.
No.
I mean, unless the calendar says the school day finishes at lunchtime, which it doesn't, this is a normal school day. Okay. And I take Thomas's point that we would have had chapel and we would have had that. But imagine we'd been at school and for whatever reason, all of that had to be cancelled, because normal lessons would have kicked in, wouldn't they? Anyway, I've got 3 of you down. So hopefully that's Hazard. I've got anonymous and anonymous too, so those people are clearly not giving anything away. I don't know whether the other 4 of you who were there just don't want to play, or it might be that you can't play because your phone's not working or something. Can any of you just speak and know if anyone else is planning on playing? Have we only got 3 who are playing?
Go on, Farmer Smith.
Right, so all I want to know at the moment is there anyone else who's trying to join? So because I don't mind waiting a minute oh my God, we're down to 2 now. Right. Okay, guys, I think as there are only 2, it's just not worth doing. I think I'm wasting your time, and we're back to 3. Well, 3 is borderline, but 3 out of a tutor group of 16 isn't great. So,
sorry, my phone lost its Wi-Fi and I just got kicked for a sec. I'm back.
Okay, who's that speaking?
Charlie.
Charlie.
Oh, okay, hi Charlie. Are you trying to get? Oh, sorry, you one of those 3 players who's currently in?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, I mean, your choice. Have a vote. We've got 10 minutes left. Do you want to have a quick Kahoot for this maths one, or would you rather just leave it and we finish the meeting? I don't mind. You 3 choose. Shall we leave it? Because it's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be good with 3.
No, I wouldn't. Well, that's exactly what I'm thinking. So anyway, the key reason for today's meeting was to practice registering. Well done, you 7. Any of you who are watching the recording in a bit, I want you other 9 of you to just register. You can register up until 11 o'clock. Okay. So well done, guys. Have a good Easter break, and we'll speak after the holes. See you.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
That's it.